Bata-bata, paano ka ginawa? Ako si Angel Rivero at kasama ko ngayon sina Doktora Leedah Nisperos and Dr. Lizel Enguillo. Maraming salamat, Docs, for joining us today. Marami po tayong mga katanungan, pero siguro umpisahan po natin dun sa mga common causes of infertility. Okay. Or kung may napansin po ba kayong pattern sa mga Pilipino na parang ano yung mga common na sakit? Or if wala naman, ano po yung mga madalas na dahilan?
Sige. Actually, kasi yung mga patients namin, no, nagko-consult sila because they're planning to have a baby at a very later age. Okay. Like, for example, they're very career-oriented. Ngayon kasi, medyo matatanda lang mga pasyente namin kasi doon na nila naiisip na kailangan na nila mag-baby for that particular time, no? So, if you're asking us kung ano yung causes of infertility, maraming factors po. Like, pwedeng sa lalaki lang, normal ang babae, or pwedeng babae lang, at maraming factors sa babae.
I see.
That we will be discussing later then.
Okay. Malaki po talaga yung factor ng age.
Yes.
And yung cut-off po niyan ay magmula
35, yan. Medyo, yan ay high risk natin.
Okay.
Tsaka ngayon kasi yung trend before was mas bata yung nag-aasawa. So,
Yes,
it's
right.
In the 50s or 60s, as early as 18, they can get pregnant. But nowadays, parang career, sabi nga Dr. Ranyola, Nisperos, it's the career that they wanted first. So, they usually get married 30s and above.
Right.
35 is what we call biologic clock.
I hate this biological.
So, roughly, yun yung age na
Cut
gusto
off.
namin, as much as possible, younger than 35. We get them pregnant. Kasi if you do it beyond 35, medyo mas mahirap, even for us.
Okay, now sabihin natin na talagang tumawid na sila sa 35, no turning back. Pero gusto ko pa rin magkaanak. Ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin? Siguro first with the preventive. Parang dapat siguro healthy sila.
Yeah,
Yes.
lifestyle modification, no?
Okay, so bawal mga yosi.
Alcoholic beverage, no? Not naman bawal, pero you drink it like occasional lang dapat.
Okay.
I mean, you take it occasionally. Parang ganun.
Alright. Pero once na, kunyari, healthy naman sila, but then they're about 38, so ano po yung madalas na nagiging problema nila at that age na?
Most of the time, it's yung pagtanda ng ovaries for female. Okay? Before, kasi pag nag-consult ang patient with us, we usually check who has the problem. Is it the female or the male? Kasi pwedeng mostly, pag 38 and above, malaking factor yung female.
Okay.
Pero you have to think of mataba ba yung lalaki, nagyuyosi ba yung lalaki, or nagsusmoke ba siya? Kasi it really affects the quality of the sperm.
Also, yes.
Oo. That's right. Okay, so kunyari po na yung babae ay naging clear and then lalaki naman yung kailangan i-test. Ano po yung hinahanap ninyo sa mga kalalakihan?
Sperm analysis actually, we usually request for sperm analysis para ma-document lang natin na walang problema ang lalaki.
Okay.
Before
alright.
kasi, no, there's a trend na kahit lalaki, regardless kung anong age, makakabuntis pa rin yan ng
Yeah.
babae. But based on the different recent studies, meron factor na rin sila na pag tumanda sila, pwede rin pumangit yung sperm nila.
Sabi ko na nga ba eh. Narinig ko na rin yan, Doc. Nakapag mas bata daw yung
hindi na
lalaki.
puro babae.
Tsaka it doesn't mean na, halimbawa, di ba, there are some misconception na, nakabuntis ako before.
Yes.
Oo.
Will I
Anak
have
ako
the same
before.
quality of sperm? Actually, hindi. It changes over time.
Wow.
Oo. So, yun yung lagi naming nakukuha sa clinic na, nakabuntis ako before so bakit ako magpapatest?
That's
But
right.
it's a misconception actually.
So at any given time, maaaring magbago.
Yes.
There's no tried and tested.
Yes.
So kailangan magpatingin sila together.
Yes.
Of
It's
course,
always
of course.
a couple.
Okay. Kasi masyado minsang sexist eh.
Oo.
Laging sinisisi yung babae.
Yes.
Oo, tama.
Pride kasi yung mga lalaki.
Oo nga, di ba? Parang ayaw nila
Yes.
masabihang baog sila. But then,
Yes.
hindi masosolve ang problem ninyo kung hindi kayo magpatingin.
Yes.
So,
Actually, pag male ang may problem, it's a bigger problem for us.
Really? Why is that to?
Based on experience, most of my male factor na patients, they end up with ART. Sila yung kailangan ng tulong ng science.
Assisted.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, that's very revealing. Ngayon, meron po tayong mga questions na nagmumula sa ating mga participants in Facebook. And one of them is, Doc, I was diagnosed with PCOS and retroverted uterus. Is there still a chance for us to conceive?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Check up sila.
Yun lang naman yun, di ba?
So, commonly because patients with PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome are somewhat overweight or obese on that side. So, technically speaking, if you have irregular menses for medyo overweight or obese patients, diet ka lang. Babalik ang pangingitlog mo on your own without us helping you.
Weh!
Yes.
So, connected yung pagiging overweight or
Obese.
ideal weight sa, oh wow, see, it's so important.
But there are some PCOS that are lean, payat.
Yes.
Okay.
So not all PCO are mataba.
But majority of them
Yes.
are like mataba or in the heavy side.
How interesting is that? And yung pong retroverted uterus, masama po ba
No, it's just a normal variant of the uterus. Yung position lang niya. Because ang normal is antiverted, no? Parang nakaganon. Ang retro is nakahiga lang siya. It's the same. There's no problem with that.
So
Hindi siya
even
problema.
in childbirth, hindi
Yeah,
rin siya
it's not a
problema.
problem.
So, hindi siya misconception na mababa yung matres.
No,
What
it's
it
not
means retroverted. Retroverted, it's towards your puwet.
Okay.
Antiverted is
Bituka.
towards your
Bladder.
pantog or
Yes.
bladder.
Okay, so parang variant lang siya.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
born
normal
with
variant.
it.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So, hindi siya threat. Ngayon, yun pong mga myoma, yung mga polyps, may kinalaman po ba yan sa pagiging fertile?
If your myoma is located inside your uterus, like it's a submucous, there's an increased risk of you having a difficulty in conceiving. Kasi nakaharang siya sa posisyon ng bata na doon siya mag-i-implant.
Okay.
If it's intramural, if it's located beneath or in the muscle, within the muscle of the uterus or outside the uterus, there's no problem.
Okay. Okay.
When it regards to polyp, actually, sa aming infertility, if it really, kumbaga, the history of infertility is there, have difficulty having to conceive, we remove the polyp regardless of the size. Kasi pareha siya, nasa loob kasi siya ng matres eh. In some cases, kung hindi naman fertility ang habol mo, we go for symptomatic. Ang ibig sabihin nun, kung nagbe-bleed yung patient, then you remove the polyp.
Okay.
Pero kung ang goal mo is to get pregnant, we remove it regardless of the size. Kasi
Okay.
chances are, makaka-apekto kasi siya. Kasi kung saan dumidikit yung baby, nandun kasi siya.
So meron na
Recent studies kasi sinasabi nila na if you remove there's no hard and fast rule if you will remove it or not, no. But recent studies mention that if you remove it, there's an increased risk of you getting pregnant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mataas ang live birth or the pregnancy rate and live birth for those patients.
Okay, so it's promising.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ngayon naman po, Doc, may slang tayo, mababa ang matris. Pero I'm not sure if our viewers know what that means. Can you explain to us kung ano ba talaga ang mababa ang matris?
Actually, hindi kami naniniwala sa
There's
mababang
no such
matres.
There's no such
mababang
thing.
matres. We don't know that. We don't know that. Kaya pag mga patient na nagsasabing mababang matres, ano yun?
At saka yung sinasabi pinapahilot,
Yeah.
we don't believe in that because hindi naman kasi, technically, hindi alam ng hinihilot kung ano yung hinihilot niya.
Oo nga.
Okay, secondly is the position of the uterus. It will
It will
never
not matter,
change.
yeah.
Oo. So, hindi siya, siguro ang misconception lang is that they're having difficulty getting pregnant. But it's not really the matres that's causing the difficulty.
I see,
Oo,
I see. So ngayon, since scientific naman tayo, ano po, Doc, ang mga treatments available for treating infertility?
That would depend on the duration of the infertility. Like, for
Okay.
example, few months pa lang naman kayong married and then you're trying, no? Advice lang namin is mag-contact, no? Regularly. How often do you do sexual intercourse? Para masabi mo it's regular, no?
Ano ba
It's
ang
like
regular?
2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
That's regular.
Okay.
Very regular ang daily. Then, no, the recommendation it's like regular sexual contact at least 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay.
Para lang mapasukan mo yung ovulation, ma-hit mo siya.
Okay.
Timing is very important for us.
Okay. Alright.
So, when it regards to infertility or yung available treatment, you have to know first what factor. Okay, is it a female or a male? Okay, meron din kami yung tinatawag na idiopathic or unknown. So, kailangan mo munang alamin kasi
Investigate.
it's very important how to address it. But nowadays, with the advent of technology, what we have yung ART, yung assisted reproductive technology, wherein doon pumapasok yung artificial insemination and yung in vitro fertilization or what they call as test tube baby.
Yes.
Maintenance terms, test tube baby.
So, pero technically, hindi naman siya sa test tube ginagawa.
Sa dish, hindi.
Sa
dish.
It's just in vitro means outside of the body.
Okay.
Yun
You
yung
get
ibig
the egg
sabihin.
of the female, and then you get the sperm, and then you let them meet outside.
Okay.
And then once they meet together, no, naging embryo na sila, you give it back to the female.
When you give it back to the female, dapat ba paisa-isa lang siya?
Um,
Or parang medyo madami sila para...
No, at least two.
Okay.
The
per transfer.
reason for the two, well actually, minsan it depends upon the couple. If they want a single embryo transfer, you can opt na isa lang.
Okay.
Pero kami personally kasi we do two kasi chances of getting pregnant is higher compared sa
At least
single
kung hindi
embryo
mabuo yung
transfer.
isa, may isa ka pang
May isa
pwede
pa. Oo, may reserve. Hindi pa pwedeng 3 para one time, big time. Gusto ko, pamilya
Very
na.
difficult yun if
Yeah.
you know.
Oo.
Pag tatlo anak mo, mahirap dalhin. 9 months.
If they do get pregnant, pag multiple pregnancy,
It's very difficult. High
complications
risk.
kasi.
Yes.
Talaga.
Yes.
So, pwedeng premature and
Yeah,
so many other
yeah.
things. Parang nakakatakot.
Yes. So, hindi siya advisable ng multiple.
Okay. Now, what blows my mind is the fact na kunyari may nabuo ng mga embryo is you can freeze them.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I thought eggs lang yung mafi-freeze.
No, you
But
can freeze the embryo.
when you freeze the embryo, hindi siya tumatanda.
No.
So parang in the future, pwede pang gamitin.
Yes.
Yeah, yung IVF centers natin, all of the IVF centers in the Philippines are very good in preserving the embryos also, as well as the egg. And the sperm.
See.
You can freeze your egg, you can freeze your sperm, you can freeze the embryo.
And
That's what technology is nowadays.
For example, if you do get pregnant with the first transfer,
Yeah.
and then after 5 years you wanted to get pregnant again, you can just get from those that are frozen.
I see.
And so the egg that will be given to you or the embryo, no, yung egg mo pa for that particular age, like 5 years ago. So very good pa yung quality
Maganda
because
pa siya.
hindi ka pa matanda during that time na kinuha yung egg mo.
Right. Pero sa palagay ninyo, Doc, ano yung mas maganda? Yung i-freeze yung egg tapos fresh yung sperm pagdating ng araw? Or gawin na siyang embryo now na and then i-freeze yung embryo?
If you have donor already, yung sperm donor,
Game na.
no? Game na. Embryo mo na.
Embryo.
Diba?
Because yung kasing if you freeze the egg, technically, pag tinanggal mo siya from being frozen or yung thaw out na sinasabi,
Thawing.
chances are half of it will die. So
Not all.
that goes for egg freezing. But if you do the embryo freezing, yung embryo kasi is better na freeze. And then you thaw it out. Mas better yun. Compared
mas survivor.
Yeah.
Wow, galing.
So, if you have a partner right now, might as well do the embryo freezing.
Unless
rather
you're
than-
not sure with your partner at present.
Oo nga, dahil baka, bakit pa siya yung pina-fertilize ko?
So, yun.
Because one of the, rin naman, the requirements is a marriage certificate.
Are required talaga.
Yeah. Because we are in the Philippines.
Talagang Kristiyano
So,
tayo.
Catholic.
Yeah,
yeah.
before you undergo the whole process, you should present your marriage
certificate.
So, talagang may nakakabit na ethical
Yes.
aspect.
Of course, of course.
I see. So, last question na lang, mga doc, is mga maipapayo ninyo sa ating mga viewers. I'm sure marami sa kanila ay interesado sa topic na to or maybe are trying to have a baby.
Of course, lifestyle modification is very important, no? Huwag kayong magpapataba, eat a balanced diet, and then avoid stress also as much as possible because that could still be a factor for infertility also.
Talaga?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you have any problem, we're just here, just seek consult for an infertility specialist might help you.
Yung kulang pudok sa tulog, stress din yun.
Yeah, that's one of the stressful
Ay! Tayo, doc.
For those who are trying to get pregnant, you don't have to wait more than a year before you seek consult.
Yes.
Okay? Especially if you're aging
35
already.
and above.
Okay? Because, as I always tell my patient, yung money pwede mong kitain. But the time that you spend before ka nagpakonsulta, ano kasi yun, it's a wasted time. Tumanda na kayo parehas, and then saka pa lang kayo magpapakonsult.
Tumanda na
During
rin.
that time,
Baryo mo.
even us are having difficulty pag matanda na yung couple.
Yes.
Okay. Even with ART or yung IVF, sometimes hindi kasi siya nagiging successful if matanda na sila.
Yes. And then you'll be needing lots of medication. So that
Yes.
will be quite expensive for the patient also.
Oo nga, no?
Kasi mas maraming gamot.
Last na talaga. Kapag IVF, Doc, mga magkano yung dapat nilang ihanda na pera? Yung range lang.
Actually, we cannot give an exact amount kasi that would depend on the gamot. Like what I said, no?
Oo.
If you are matanda or not matanda, if you're young but you're not very, the gamot is not effective on you, dadag at dadagdag eh.
So, iba yung dosage
Yeah,
pa.
iba pa.
Pero we're talking hundreds of thousands.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Roughly around 300 and above.
And
300.
above. Depending on the case.
Yes.
Okay. So, don't lose time, guys. Thank you, Doc.
Thank you.